torrential rainstorm starts, and we have to clear everything because of flash floods, that we're right in the path of a flash flood. And we literally get the trucks packed up and everybody in the cars when the wall of water starts coming around the corner, and we're all trying to outrace the flash flood. We get away, and I'm back at the motel, and I'm looking at my whole career going down the drain, because this day is a disaster. We got nothing done, and it's an 11-day shoot, so you know what happens when you miss an 11th of your whole schedule. And I'm in the motel watching it rain in the middle of Mojave. There's a desert rat, I swear, with a big beard, who's just sitting on the veranda of the motel, and he says to me, "It ain't rained around here in 40 years. This is a sign. If you set up a movie camera, every crazy thing is going to happen to you, stuff you can't even imagine. And you have to be ready, no pun intended, to weather every blow and every surprise." On Alex Cross, we got permission from the Cleveland City Hall to shoot the big explosion scene right in front of City Hall. And for months, we're scouting and saying, we're flipping cars and flying stunt people on fire and all that. And we're picking crane positions for the ratchets and, where the car flippers are going to be and how many cars. And all. We keep going back to City Hall every week or so to plot and plan every detail. The day we're going to shoot the scene, we drive up to the City Hall, and the whole roadway gives out. It drops like an earthquake, a sinkhole, about 50 yards long, 20 feet deep. It just collapses, and we can't shoot. So when you can't shoot one thing, you have to scramble for another. So I scramble into a fist fight sequence that I was not really prepared, and neither were the actors to shoot. And I just keep thinking, if you had a camera on us, prepping and planning, and the crane here, and this there, and this shot, and then that shot, and this actor will be here, and that actor will be there, and you're cutting under the roadbed where these walls, whatever causes it, are weakening, right? And finally the two things come together exactly at the same time, where the road collapses and we are ready to shoot this complex scene. Stuff like that happens all the time, and you have to be ready for it. Dealing with actors, that's a whole, we could do 5 documentaries on just how you handle a single actor. That is where the most treacherous but critical part of the directing process, because actors are not normal people, and you can't treat them like normal people, because if you expect them to act normally, you'll be bitterly disappointed and almost always angry. You need to outthink them 20 steps ahead, right? I mean, it's a story about Vin Diesel. We wanted Vin for Fast and Furious, but I had heard he was like real arrogant, and he was contemplating like 5 other films, this kind of story. So I'm thinking, if I go and I try to be a nice guy and I ask him to do the movie, he's going to put it in a category with these other films, like he can pick and choose. So my psychology was, I'm not giving him a choice to pick and choose. I'm going to come at him like I have 5 actors, and he might be one, but he's not there getting the part so easily, right? So I'm going the exact opposite psychology of what I normally do with a normal human being. And so he's sitting there, and he's smoking a cigarette, and he's looking at me like, "Okay, do your pitch, boy," And I said, "Look," I sat down. The waiter came up and said, "You want a drink?" I said, "No, this could be a very short meeting. And he's already a little confused, and I said, okay, this meeting is as long as you can answer one question.